You say that every single week. I know you do. Let's see what's going on. I know. Sunshine, blue skies, please go away. Do you know what song? Do you know what song that is? The girl I fall in love with has gone away. With her went my future. My life is so day after day I stay locked up in my room. Whoa. These guys is keeping me busy. That's always nice. Like, this is still nice. Uh-oh.
Three, two, one.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
All right, guys. We have it. We have it, Twitter. What do you need us to do? Yes, yes. We love Cara Dune. Oh yeah, for sure. All right. So I'm guys, I'm streaming. We're streaming right now, but I'm not live. But well, I'm streaming, but we're not like up. I'm sure they can hear us because every week they can hear us for some reason. All right. Guys, I'm streaming. We're streaming right now, but I'm not live. All right. Let's just get right into this shindig. But well, I'm streaming, but we're not live. Who knows? We're getting into welcome, one and all, I'm sure they boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Every week they just like that. For some reason. I didn't even tell the guys we're going, but we are.
Oh,
hey,
yeah. Oh, what are you doing?
Dude, we're just
trial by
we're
fire.
streaming. Okay. We're streaming right now, but I'm not live. Yeah, we're just right. Let's just get right into this shindig. But well, I'm streaming, but we're not live. Who knows? We're getting into welcome, one and all. I'm sure they boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen.
You weren't even ready yourself.
All right. Sorry, I was hearing myself and I had to fix that. Okay. But I fixed it now. Hello. Welcome to the Geek Retreat Podcast, episode 45.
Whoa.
Holy guacamole.
I love guacamole. No, I don't.
What's going on?
I love it sometimes.
What's going on, gents? How are we doing?
Well, you know, things are going on.
Things are going on. Yes, they are.
Things are going on. Not so much for me. But...
Yeah. Hey, real quick, I'm your host, Steven. And that down there is Mick, and that over there is Jason.
What
I can save today. You can save the world. Come on.
Wonder Woman.
There you go.
I purely threw it out there because of everything that's going on and how hyped you are for Wonder Woman to come out this week.
We got 3 days, gents.
Are you excited? Are you excited or?
I'm uber excited. You know, I'm so excited and I'm worried.
Oh, you're worried and excited.
You ever get so excited about a movie and then you're like, damn it, this is gonna bring me down. This is not. I am too hyped for this. This is not gonna bode well.
Yeah,
you ever do that?
yes, 100%.
That's what I feel like right now.
My fear is that it's gonna get overhyped, just like video games do. Just like the whole gambit of things that could go wrong are gonna go wrong. And then we're going to be dealing with the repercussions of a terrible movie. And I don't want to do that.
A terrible movie. I think it's just going to be. It's hard to make lightning strike in a bottle twice, you know. So it's kind of going to be. I think it's going to be good. I think it's just probably not going to quite match up to the first one.
Well, the thing is, I don't think it's hard to make lightning strike in a bottle because we've seen multiple action superhero movies do it in sequels and all that stuff.
Not really, because a lot of those trilogies for these superhero movies has been trash.
Have they?
Yep.
I don't know. The Avengers is good.
Avengers has been pretty good.
I mean, that's an ensemble though. So the ensemble.
It's Marvel.
Wait, but is the ensemble is the
because the only one you can really say had a good trilogy was Captain America.
That's it?
Like undisputably say that the trilogy was good is Captain America. The Iron Man's no, not even close. Those are the worst ones out of the bunch. The Thors, you can make a case for them, but no.
Oh, I mean, because my argument has been made.
Because if you well, you can make the argument if you want to, but if you look critically at these movies and whether or not they financially made their cap and got their money back for them, they didn't do well. So if you're judging it by those merits, I mean, you can have your own opinions on them all day long, but if you judge it by those merits, they sucked. They didn't do very well. They didn't do it as expected. So, and as I said, the only one that you can that's unarguably good is Captain America. Now you can that first one you can probably throw a little shade on that first one, but
no, the first one was good.
It was okay.
Do I just not understand? Am I not? I don't know. I don't know.
I think they spent a lot of time with him not being Captain America, which kind of took away from him. I think he was like a mascot for like half the movie.
Yeah, that's
pretty
true.
much.
That's true. Before he really fell into the role.
Yeah. And then so they kind of like was making a joke out of him like the whole time, and he wasn't. They weren't really like giving him credit.
I got you.
I got you, man.
I got you, man. Yeah. So let's talk about something that has struck lightning in the bottle multiple times, at least like 5 in a row now. Mandalorian.
See, I don't know about 5 in a row.
Whoa.
I don't know about 5 in a row. Are we talking about that right now? Are we getting into episodes?
I think we need to get into it. That's like the big thing.
Chapter by chapter here.
Well, no, I'm talking about we need to go over the past 2 chapters because we haven't. We have to apologize to you guys. We forgot to put out we didn't forget. We just never got a chance to put out chapter 15 and 16 spoiler reviews. But we're gonna do that right here.
Right now. Error on my Diana's and.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's not getting. Cause this one's a really good one, right? You guys need to see that one.
So, boys, we got some good episodes. Got some good episodes.
I know. This last one was good.
So was it chapter 15? Let's get on chapter 15.
Yeah, chapter 15. Let me refresh my memory. What happened in chapter 15? I remember.
So chapter 15, they went to get Bill Burr's character.
That's right. Bill Burr, I really like him in the Star Wars universe. You know?
He's all right. He's all right.
I like him,
I
period.
dig him.
Bill Burr is dope.
Bill
He's
Burr's
the
awesome.
most common sense dude you ever meet. Well, I never met him, but you know what I mean?
You've met Bill Burr?
Right.
The most common sense dude you ever listen to.
Right.
He's funny. He's a great actor. He's surprising in this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been in a
he's
lot
doing
of
well.
different. He's been in a lot of different shows. Honestly, now that I think about it, like Breaking Bad. He was in Breaking Bad. He's been in. There's a couple other ones, but
See,
he
what
did good in this one.
You don't watch Breaking Bad.
I know. You never seen Breaking Bad, do you?
I am the one who knocks.
Have you watched it?
Have I?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Both y'all
Jason,
haven't.
trying to throw shade, and then you get
I
caught
know,
up
but
in
I
your
didn't
own
say
lies.
anything. No, you were the one like, agreeing with him. Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. I have to admit, I was multitasking, so I was just like nodding in agreement. Like, yep,
See?
I agree with you. Whatever he's saying is on point right now.
Whatever he say. Whatever he say.
Yeah. So episode 7, chapter 15, The Believer. They break Bill Burr's character out, and they have to get the transmission. This isn't the one where Baby Yoda gets taken, where Grogu gets taken.
No.
No, he gets taken
Why
already.
can't I
This is
remember
the
what
episode where
happened?
they got to get the coordinates.
That's right.
Right, so they go to this planet.
That's right.
And they're scouting this old Empire base, and they're hauling fuel. I don't know if it's fuel or some kind of explosive and stuff.
Yeah.
And that was their way in. And then they capture one of those things, right, and get it inside the base, and they're trying to look for the coordinates.
That's
for
right.
Grogu.
That's right.
No,
that was a great. I like the
good job, Mick.
good. Yeah, great synopsis.
Yeah.
Golf claps all the way around.
I was just trying to remind you so you could continue.
Yeah, it's there now. No, but I loved the action on that one was really good. I love it felt like land pirates, like jumping on the cargo ship and fighting. And then didn't he throw a spear through some guy at one point, or some guy's own spear through him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did a good job in capturing that feeling of whoa,
Yeah. Yeah, you're kind of on the edge of your seat.
Blow it up, bro. It's gonna blow it up.
Don't load it up. Yeah, you're like on the edge of your seat the whole episode, and it was really well done. I like the moment too when they finally get there, and then they're like kind of treated like heroes, and you're just like, I don't belong here, and they gotta go get in and get the coordinates, and that whole interaction with the general.
Oh yeah,
was really good. We're gonna say, Jason.
Okay, wait, yeah, because we're going too fast. We're skipping over some things.
All right, don't skip. Go.
I gotta talk some stuff about this chapter.
Okay.
I think this episode was weak to me.
Oh.
I got a lot of problems with this episode. So the part you guys talked about with the land pirates, that wasn't too bad. I was kind of digging it. I like the fact that he had to drive slow because they block or something like that. That's that volatile. Yeah. So I mean, I like that. But then Bill Burr took his what's his name? What's his character's name? I forget his name.
It is. I'll figure it out
while you're looking it up.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, then he takes his helmet off, and I was like, okay, it's just you guys there. I let it breathe for a second, and then he drives into the compound. Still don't have the helmet on. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I guess maybe there's a glare on the windshield. They don't really see you. They don't understand, you know. Then he gets out of the ship, don't have his helmet on. And I'm like, you don't belong here.
Yeah.
Why are you?
His name's Mayfield. Mayfield.
Yeah, Mayfield.
Yeah.
He was a prior, what's it called?
Stormtrooper or Empire. He was part of the Empire.
Yeah, so he knows protocol and all that stuff. So I can understand. You could go on there straight face and tell him protocol, and not
right.
I understand that, but then you run into the instance that he ran into. Someone's gonna recognize me.
Yeah.
I don't belong in this place.
And the problem,
and it's gonna be a problem.
And they set it up too because he was like, he was like, I can't go in there because they know my face. The second I get put on a scanner, I will be
true.
I'll be like alarmed.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
Yeah, so it's like, why?
So, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me of that. So if you say that and you know that that's going to be a problem, why are you walking around with your face open so it can be scanned? It don't make sense. Yeah. And then you get to the point where it's like, okay, now I got to walk past it. If you had your helmet on, it wouldn't have been a problem. And then here's another thing. So first of all, can we just mention how great Cara Dune was? Okay. So, yes. I'm gonna go back to her in just a second.
Yeah, we will. We'll talk about it
because we went to her first to get him.
Yeah, right.
And she had to go over there, and she's scowling at him the whole time. Right. I love her scowl. She was just eyeballing that. Anyway,
Jason, Diana's right behind you. She can hear you. You know that?
I'm talking about a character. Okay, so
sure thing.
And so they went to go get him, and then we get to the base, and so then we run into the problem that we just ran into, and then he's like, now we got to call this off because I can't go over there to the scanner.
Yeah.
And it's like, now Mandalorian's like, well, I'm gonna do it, and he grabs a USB from him or whatever, and goes, why didn't you just keep him there and get the disc and do it from the beginning? Why does he even need to come along if you can do it? It doesn't make sense to me. I hated it. And then you want to go talk about the meeting, and then I'll talk about the meeting in a second after you.
I think it's lazy writing. I think it's
very lazy.
Like, have a conflict. We have the conflict, which is the ride in with the whatever explosive, whatever, right? Why not have like a skirmish where in the skirmish his helmet gets knocked off his head, and like create that as a consequence? Like, oh crap, I my helmet's gone. Not just like, F the police.
See how easy that was to correct?
What I mean? Yeah.
I don't know how you guys wear these things.
Yeah. It's just like, come on, dude. Come on. Be a part of it. But I don't know. They have set him up like that, though, through the season to be that, like, whatever kind of rebel guy to just kind of do his own way, not stick with the plan.
Yeah, but if you're worried about something going into something.
Right. No, he should definitely
disregard that.
Yeah.
They definitely stepped on their toes on that one. You just brought up a lot of good points. Because it said they weren't going to do it. They said he had to come in because they got to, scan his face and all that shit. He could have been. Yeah, they stepped on their toes a lot.
Right. And they just could have been, they've been so good about setting consequences they set rules and the rules get broken, so there's consequences to it, and they've set that up real good. And I guess it kind of played with the whole interaction to where I want to know why in the interaction between the general and Din, like, why did the general look up? Why was he so attracted to him? Because he was having a hard time with it? Like,
I think maybe he kind of looked nervous or something. Like he didn't.
Okay.
He didn't. He was kind of. Like, that's what I kind of got. I'm just giving him that escape. But I don't know. But real quick again, before we get to the meeting again, I want to mention another thing. So when Mayfield saved Din Djarin from that commanding officer, didn't he walk up and say that this is my commanding officer?
He said that Din was his. Did he? No, he said that he was his commanding officer. I think Mayfield said I am Din's commanding officer.
So I thought I heard it a different way, but okay, if I'm wrong, then
I could be wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a week.
Because if it was the other way around, I had a problem at that moment because I thought he said that Din Djarin was over him. So I was like, why are you?
Yeah, don't come in and
Yeah, and so he's answering all these questions, and I'm like, if I was this captain here, I'm like, shut up, let him speak. If he's outranking you, why are you talking? Why am I listening to you?
Yeah, don't say anything.
So anyway, I had a problem with that, and like he bought the excuse so easily. Oh yeah, he doesn't hear very well, right? Okay, and then we call him Dark Eyes or whatever the name was.
Right, Brown Eyes.
And it's like, I'll buy it. Let's go have a drink together.
Hey, let's have a drink. Yeah.
So just.
It was lazy.
Easily.
It was lazy.
It's like this whole episode was like ushered along. Like let's just get to where we're trying to go. Okay, to the meeting.
Yeah, but I'm on the fence about it too, because like we had to have this like very slow down conflict with the looming of like Grogu's gone and we can't make this an easy capture. to get him back. So like I'm okay with the act. I'm okay with the story, not the storytelling. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah.
The story overall of how they get to what they're getting at, yeah, but how they meticulously went through their steps just didn't plan out. It didn't hit home to me. So
with the meeting, the one thing I liked about the meeting, I wish they would have played it a certain way with it's a Quentin Tarantino like way with Christopher Schultz, or what's his name? Schultz? Is that his name? Christoph Waltz, that's it. With him, I felt like he would have been perfect for like the general role. And like I wish the general would have been that kind of general where like he already knew, and you know what I mean, but I don't know how they would have done that. But I don't know. I got that feeling, kind of that like during that talk, I got that feeling that of that moment, that the tense in that moment.
Yeah.
So
here's another thing. And then this moment reminded me of Avengers Infinity War.
Oh, okay.
Where Star-Lord freaking gets all mad about Gamora. Nope, that's not an Infinity War.
Oh, Infinity War, my bad.
So when Star-Lord gets all upset about Gamora, and they start smacking around Thanos, and they like halfway have his gauntlet off. And because he's being stupid and being all emotional, they don't get the gauntlet. And then they end up losing. That's how I felt right here. I keep calling him Bill Burr. Mayfield got all high and mighty, started telling his story, and pulled a Star-Lord. Everything was going fine, and he just had to do what he did. I understand, like you said, there's got to be conflict. Something has to have happened. It can't be easy. But and I actually think it still was easy. They were those two.
They were done.
Were handling that whole base.
Yeah,
quite well. And then they had a little help once they got outside.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty standard for Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, that's okay though.
With the troopers,
you got heck of lasers going on, and there's just two people, Princess Leia, like.
But typically Jedis though, right? Like they had help with Jedis. You kind of can understand it if there's Jedis involved, but.
Right.
Or not always, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Like I said, remember in the old ones when Princess Leia was in that wooden forest and stuff, and they're shooting a whole bunch of lasers and stuff, and she's just sitting there hip firing. And there's a whole bunch of lasers going on, just standing there.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's heroic, man.
Yeah.
Bravery.
I just looked it up, Jason.
What's up?
Mayfield does come in and said, "This is my commanding officer." Yeah. And he says,
I said my piece on it already. That doesn't make any sense, bro. Anyway. All right.
Yeah, and then the whole thing, he says he's deaf. We call him Brown Eyes,
yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. I'm on board with it. Jason, you've brought to light some things that I didn't look into.
I'm sorry to ruin the episode.
No, it's okay. I'm okay if the episode is ruined. I thought it was a good episode. I didn't think it was a 10. Originally, I didn't think it was a 10.
What? Okay.
But
what did you originally have it at? I know are we gonna get your amended score now?
I had it like an 8.
Or are you still gonna keep it at the?
No, I had it at like an 8. But now that
I think it started off very well.
Yeah,
it started off very well.
I think that whole scene is what takes it down. You know what I mean? That whole interaction with him. I thought like letting him go and saying that he got died in a whatever kind of at the very end. Like that was cool. That was a very cool way to handle it. But
I don't know. I could see it in his face. Like there's a couple parts in that scene that were good. Like the frustration and the sadness and the anger that was building up in his face that you could see.
Right.
That I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
He really feels that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That kind of got me. That's why I said he was a pretty good actor in that.
Yeah. Bill Burr sold that.
Yeah, I have nothing wrong with his acting. It's just how it's again, and Star Wars has fallen into it, especially with the new trilogy. It's good characters with bad writing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
laser right in.
I think it's cool. It's set up. I like the conflict. I like the action was great in the episode. I like the conflict. But
they wrote that
scene was kind of lazy writing.
Yep, they wrote that scene with the color crayon.
With the color crayon. They said,
it's in blue. We can't take it away now.
It's a crayon. White doesn't make it white again. That's funny. All right, let's give like a.
Wait,
go ahead.
I just want to mention Car one more time because I feel like I'm gonna actually Gina Carano. I feel like since we're giving Bill Burr so much credit, I feel like we should give Gina some credit. I think she's really owned that character, man. I think. We hashtag we love Cardoon. I
was gonna say I'm glad you brought it up, but go ahead.
No, I just like her demeanor, like her she's playing well into that character, and even like I mentioned before, like the simple things, like the subtle, like the way she's looks or the accent, like even when they went to go get Mayfield initially, and she's like, he's coming with me, and like didn't even like really address him, right? Like he's coming with me. And then like just walks off. And she did this walk when the robot gave her the command. She was all, and just like abruptly just walks off. Didn't even like address him still. Like just kept walking.
You're a robot. I'm in charge here.
Right. And, and I don't know. I just her mannerisms and stuff and everything like that. I like it. I think she's like really coming in and owning that character, and I love it.
Yeah,
people own their character like that.
Yeah. I felt like she was the driving force of that episode. I felt like that was her episode. Yeah. Like in all honesty. And so, like, she was the one who was like, no, this is what we need to do. This is how we need to do it. She had the plan. She put it into motion. And Din was just kind of there. And we got a cool face. Right. We got the face reveal. We didn't even talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
Mayfield saw his face for the first time. Saw Din Djarin's face for the first time.
Yeah, because Din Djarin had to be the one to get the coordinates. So he went to the machine, so he had to take his helmet off. Yeah. And that's why the guy looked over there, because initially the alarm was getting ready to sound because he didn't have his helmet off.
You're right.
And he had to hurry and take it off to have it scanned before the countdown.
Yeah.
Went. So then I think that's what alerted him initially.
That makes sense. But no, it's good. And Mayfield handled it awesome. He was like, that was between us. You know what I mean? Like, that stays between us. And that shows change in his character, because we know they all came as smugglers, and they all came as like thieves and criminals.
What did you say Mickey had Cheetos?
That's why he came in with him, because he knew the Mandalorian was going to take his helmet off to scan his own face.
Well, he was supposed to do it, remember? So the Mandalorian wasn't supposed to take his helmet off.
No. But he says
why he came in, because
you're right.
Said, I'm going to go in by myself
because I don't want you to see my face.
Oh. And then he's like, you got to scan your face, dude.
That's right. Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
But it all worked out.
Yeah.
So let's give chapter 15, The Believer.
Okay. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm prolonging this, but
prolong
because Mick made a really good point now. So now I got to kind of rethink my rant about it. So if he was supposed to scan his face all along, then I remember also they bring Mayfield along because he knows the protocols and stuff, so he has to get them through it to be able to get to the scanners. So I guess it kind of still makes sense.
Oh, he was supposed to scan his face from the very beginning.
Yeah, so that's what. Yeah, that's
forgot about that. Saying, yeah, no, it was true because he said, "I'm in the system."
Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. Whatever. I was wrong, but okay. The Geek Retreat, rubbed me the wrong way.
Fully admit we put our foot in our mouth on that one.
Yeah, we did.
Well, I'm like, I still agree on when he said he's his commander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was kind of phony, and for that to be kind of believable when he's already kind of suspicious.
Yeah, for a commander,
maybe he wasn't suspicious. He was just kind of curious who they were because they were the only ones that brought in that shipment.
Right, and for a commander to have like no idea who he is, what is?
Maybe he wasn't suspicious. He came off suspicious, but he wasn't suspicious. He was kind of wanted to know who the heck these guys were.
Yeah. Oh, computer's making weird noises.
I guess I wasn't rated as low as I was gonna.
Yeah, don't go. What was it, a 3 for you? Jeez, Jason. All right, well, let's give a rating. Jason, why don't you go ahead? Because you got it in your head.
Okay, well, I just have to amend my score. I was thinking, but okay.
Oh, okay.
So,
Mick,
I got it. Okay.
I give it an 8. An 8.
Mick is so consistent. Mick is so consistent in his
8, and then I'll give a 10 when I like one really much.
All right, an 8. I like it. Jason?
All right, man, I was going to rate this pretty low. I was going to give it like a 5 or something like that initially. I didn't really, like I said, I didn't really care for the episode initially. It started off good for me, and then I think that made it worse because then it just disappointed me right after that. Like, as soon as they got to the compound, it like just completely dropped off for me. And so it kind of, so that's why I was rated it low, but Mick kind of cleared some things up for me. So I don't know. I think I'm probably going to go up to, I don't know. It still didn't excite me though, too. So it's not gonna go up very high. I think I'm just gonna give it a 6.5.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. Okay. So I was into it. I knew I'm glad they didn't like rescue Go.
Well, 7 cardoons in it. So.
All right. That's it. Well, okay. So like, I'm glad they didn't rescue Grogu like right away. I'm glad there was like a break in between it. It kind of like shifted the story a little bit. I like the action until you brought up those points. I definitely had it like a 8.5. I will put it at an 8 because I think about like, I don't want to rate something based off of afterthought. I want to base it off of how I thought during the actual events of it taking place. Mm-hmm. So like during the events, I was like, okay, I'm in on this. Let's do it. Mm-hmm. So an 8. Oh, and then I think the episode redeems it a little bit because right at the end we get the message from Din to not Grief Kargan, but Moff Gideon.
Moff Gideon, yeah.
And he's like, I'm coming for you. And he's like, that.
He didn't really though. He kind of was like, I kind of thought he missed an opportunity at a good threat line. Like he was like, and you have him, and he means so much to me. And then it ends like that. It's like, was that?
He said he means more to me than you'll ever know.
You know? Oh yeah,
yeah.
I was like,
yeah, I guess it is a weird one.
It is, and I thought he was gonna say something like, "Soon he'll be back with me," and if he's not, and then like they put a slow dramatic music, and then it just fades to black. You know what I mean? Or something, something dramatic like that.
Okay, well, I stand corrected then. Then I'm gonna go in 7.5.
There you go.
7.5. So took a little bit of a step back. Yeah, I don't know what I'll get the full tally here in a second. What'd you say? 6.5?
Yep. Oh wait.
Oh no, you gave us 7 because Cara Dune.
Yeah. Hashtag.
Okay, it gets a final episode or a score from the Geek Retreat of 7.5. That's the total that we give it. Signed and approved.
Signed and approved. Signed, sealed, delivered.
So
stamp it. Double stamp it.
Let's double stamp it and move on to.
Let's talk about a real episode.
Chapter 16.
The Rescue.
The Rescue.
Can somebody tell me why Face Swap is a better graphics than what they did on this episode?
Man, they did a good job on that.
No, they did not.
What? They did a good job on that.
They did horrible.
I mean, it kind of looked like it was a video game face.
Face Swap is way better than that.
That's it.
I mean,
that's it.
I
can't believe you. Hold on, you got to unmute yourself. Mick, unmute yourself.
You muted him. Oh my god!
I had to. Is he back?
Go back and look at it because I sat down and watched. I was like, no.
Well, if you study it and analyze it, yeah, I mean, it's gonna. I mean, you can definitely tell.
No,
but I mean, it wasn't horrible.
It was so good.
It was horrible.
It was so good.
Horrible.
Oh my gosh. I cannot believe you right now. I was like almost in tears in that moment. Like in that whole scene. That whole scene was amazing.
Yeah, wait, okay, guys. We're skipping
the whole thing.
Let's rewind. Let's rewind. All right. Man, okay. I mean, it's a show, not a movie, though. I mean, you gotta give some little leeway, you know?
Yeah.
Look at all the other graphics going on in this thing. The speeders, all that stuff going down. Perfect. And then you got this. It's like watching 720 on a 4K TV.
No, it was not that bad. Go watch it again. I want you to go watch it again.
He said he was analyzing it.
Trying to look for the twist knob.
No way. No way. I'm seriously stunned by your reaction to that. That's crazy.
I mean, it wasn't.
We'll get into it. I had a good reaction for what it was, but then I looked at the graphic of his face. I was like, oh, they could have done so much better than that. So much better than that. But it was cool. Anyways, go ahead with your synopsis or whatever you call that.
Yeah. So we first meet up with Boba Fett, and they're tracking in the there's a name of that ship, and I forgot the name of it, but it's like that Imperial ship. They steal that's the CGI I want to talk about. That one wasn't good, but they track in the Imperial ship, and I think doesn't Cara Dune get on that one? She like jumps on, and Dr. Pershing is on it. Yeah, and she jumps on. She shoots that dude in the face.
Yeah,
and they
grazes an ear.
Yeah, they make their way on
She's
to.
Like, you got one last chance. She almost put a Clint Eastwood on that motherfucker.
It felt very Clint Eastwood, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
So then Boba Fett starts shooting at them, and they put in a distress signal to the. See, I want to call it the Chimera, but it's not the Chimera. The Chimera is Grand Admiral Thrawn's ship. But anyways, they put in a distress call to Moff Gideon's ship, and they make an emergency landing. They are sending out TIE fighters as they're coming in. And that scene, when she goes into the tube, that was really bad CG. Like, when the ship finally comes to a rest inside the tube, it just looks like a toy, like they took a toy and put it in like a shoebox and filmed it. It didn't look good.
You guys are harsh on these.
No, that one was bad.
We look better than that dude's face.
We went a whole 2 seasons with puppet animatronic Grogu, and ain't nobody complaining about that. But this one right here.
No, puppet animal Grogu was good. It was like
but
puppet.
It's like
it's okay. That was the only. I was just saying it because that's the only CG that I didn't like. But so before they get there, they set up their plan. We meet back up with Bo-Katan, and what's her face? I can't remember the other girl's name. And and they have a little scuffle. That was a good fight between Boba Fett and the lady. Mm-hmm. And
I like that line though too, because Bo-Katan was like, I've heard your voice 1,000 times. He says, might be the last voice you hear.
Yeah. Now that's a good threat.
That's a good threat.
I wish they made it a little closer fight. It looked like Boba Fett was getting his butt whooped.
I know, yeah. I know.
Hey, he's old and seasoned.
Yeah, I know. I was like, come on,
I know. Man. Well, I think they did it, like, he got the first jump on her and, like, slammed her through the table. Yeah. And then she picks him up and slams him back through the table. And so I definitely got the idea of like, oh, wait, hold a second. Boba Fett's not just going to come in here and wreck shop.
Yeah, right,
he's got to earn it a little bit more. And, I mean, he's been fighting like sand people and stormtroopers for the past however many years he has. So I liked it. I liked that it was a close match. And then they had like the dueling flamethrowers.
Yeah.
So that's where they come up with the idea to call in the distress. And they get into Moff Gideon's ship. And so then we get a lot of fighting through the corridors with stormtroopers, and the whole group does their thing.
And stormtroopers are stormtroopers.
And stormtroopers are stormtroopers, missing shots left and right. I like that. I felt like, okay, I had a thought in the show that I wanted to bring up because we talk about it all the time. You know the scene in Avengers Endgame that I hate the most? Do we all know what scene I'm talking about? Mm-mm. I've mentioned it many times on this episode. On this show, the scene I hate the most about Avengers Endgame is when they do the women like,
oh yeah,
look at us, we're girls, girl power. We need to be, whatever. I was gonna say vilified, but that's not it. It's the other word I'm looking for. Validated. We need to be validated. That's how I feel about. They did it the right way in this episode with 3 women. Yeah, 3-4 women. They had we've got. Bo-Katan and her, the one girl, the other Mandalorian girl, and then we've got Finnick and Cara Dune, running through the chambers of the ship and just Wrecking house. Din Djarin didn't do anything. He just ran behind. Kind of shots at people.
He did do something.
What?
Because he took on that dark trooper, so he did do something. And
dude,
I was skipping to that point.
No,
because
I just wanted to bring up that point. But we can't talk about that.
Cara Dune was more believable
than what?
Huh?
Cara Dune.
What about her?
Oh yeah, of course.
She's just more believable.
Yeah,
I feel like she kicked my ass in a second.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she would. Have you seen her arms?
I know.
They're the size of my leg. They're huge. But no, I just felt I love that scene because I was like, this is how you do female characters in an action movie. Like, this is it. They're taking care of business. They're not looking for anybody to validate them. It's just done. So, sorry. Went off on my tangent.
Okay. Done.
My agenda tangent. So, okay, so we meet the Dark Troopers, right?
Yeah.
And there's a whole room of them.
There's a whole room, and Din Djarin, he was struggling.
He was not doing good.
I like that.
Yeah.
I told you guys in multiple episodes,
Yep.
I feel like they're getting through these things a little too easy. I want them to struggle a little bit, and he struggled a little bit, and I liked it.
He struggled more than a little bit.
He struggled a lot.
Honestly,
I want to mention one thing real quick before we go on with that. They when they activated the Dark Troopers, they threw a little dubstep in there.
Oh,
I liked it, but it felt out of place. I was digging it.
I was like, I was totally
in. Fit in the Star Wars universe, but whatever.
I was all into it.
I was
like, this feels good right now. Like, let's go. Yeah.
Okay.
But no, so that whole scene was amazing. I did not expect there to be a release on the backside of it to release them all out, and I was like, that's sweet. And not for a second did I think like, oh, they're gonna be back. So they had me when they came back at the beginning. I was like, oh crap, that's them. They're back. And then when that
punching his head into the wall.
Well, yeah, when that one made it through the blast door and got out, and oh my gosh, I thought that so I watched it on my phone the first time I watched it, and it was in kind of low light, and I thought that he did dent his helmet, but I was like, man, Beskar is strong.
I know
that stuff is resilient.
Like, what is this stuff?
But man,
how did they get a hold of this?
If that stuff would have crushed, our boy would have been dead.
Yeah,
would have been dead.
Yeah.
And it's like
they were punching doors down.
And they finally, I liked it too because they finally got to show the real strength of those Dark Troopers. You know what I mean? Like those things are not to be messed with. And it was crazy.
Like when they tried to use the flamethrower on it.
And
kind of lit him on fire. It gave him a look like.
Oh man, he was like, "Okay, time to die now. You're gonna die now."
And he looked cool though too, with the
flames throughout all his innards. Oh, dude. And then he had the, what did he have? No, I'm sorry. I almost went into something else, but he pulls out his, saber or javelin or whatever it was, and that takes care of business. So you got to find the small spots. But I love they called it back to it, like at the end of the episode. He's like, I just fought off one, and it took everything I had in me. We've got 20 of them. Or no, Moff Gideon says that.
They could have left that line out. I think we already knew.
We all knew that.
I felt it. Like when they came back in there, I was like, ooh, what the heck they gonna do? There's a whole ton of those mother suckers.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna make this. I finally felt that. I was like, I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know how is this gonna be fixed? How is this gonna go down? And they're trapped in a room too. I was like, oh shoot.
So right before that, we get our Din Djarin, and he meets up with Grogu in the cell, and Moff Gideon is like, and the whole time, I was like, don't do it, don't turn your back on him, don't turn your back on him, like he's gonna pull out the saber and kill you.
Yeah, but they already told us that it doesn't go through Beskar, so we knew he wasn't.
Well, we knew a lightsaber.
We knew he was gonna strike him and then not get hurt by it.
We knew a lightsaber didn't go through Beskar, but a dark saber.
They said it goes through everything, and then the lady said almost in the book the scene when they got Bo-Katan, because she was saying that it cuts through everything. And then her partner was like, well, almost anything doesn't go through pure Beskar. So they said it already, so we knew that he was going to be safe in his armor.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And then because I was like, the Darksaber can cut through anything. Like, it's like the strongest thing that can cut through it. But a lightsaber isn't as strong as the Darksaber, I don't think. And so that's
even in this episode, he says it's not.
Maybe that's it. Yeah, you're right.
He says it's not powerful. What's powerful about it is the story.
Yeah.
Right. You're right.
Well, I want to get on that too.
Oh, we will. Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. So they have their fight, and that was an awesome fight too. I felt like the hand to hand was really good, and we got to see. I was gonna say, like, when he held the javelin up and it like was burning, you could see it like becoming like white hot.
Yeah,
and I was like, don't break,
don't break.
Yeah. I'm like, don't break.
Like, they're gonna end up breaking pretty soon. Dang.
But
yeah, that was a good fight.
That was a dope fight.
I really liked that fight.
And so, like, when he picked it up, I was like, so when Din Djarin, he kicks the Darksaber away from Moff Gideon, and he goes and picks it up and grabs Grogu, and they walk to the command center. And I was like, this is gonna cause trouble with Bo-Katan. Because you have to be given.
So you knew this already.
Yeah. So like you
okay,
have
so
I was like, no, like don't pick it up, and
so he just can't yield it. He can't.
No,
can he,
you have to either. So it's okay. So there's kind of two different things because in the Star Wars, is it Rebels or is it at the end of? I think it's at the beginning of Rebels. Somebody gives Bo-Katan the Darksaber. Like another Mandalorian gives. So there is some like talk about it that's kind of like, well, it didn't really match up with how it's supposed to be, but it's usually that it's death by combat. So the same. Go ahead. No, what you're gonna say?
Well, I was just gonna ask for clarification. I was gonna ask. So I mean, because if a dude handed it to her before, is it once you strike it, like once you yield it and use it in combat, it's yours, or is it if you can pick it up, but as long as you don't ignite it or use
that,
it.
I don't know. That I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. I can try to do some research on it.
So I liked that whole thing, man. I was like, ooh, that adds a little new twist to this thing, man. I was like,
it does.
It still ain't that easy. Even though she got it, she still don't have it. And so I was like, ooh, I like that little that. I was like, man, they putting all the work in on this one, man. They okay.
It's going to have the Mandalorians fighting against each other again.
Right.
So that's the big thing.
There's the old-time Mandalorians, and then there's the new Mandalorians. Right?
Yes. Yeah. I really feel like they are trying to set up another Mandalorian civil war.
Yeah.
So, like, they really, like, working it between the two, like, factions. And the factions being, like, the old way, the purists. It's actually the same thing with, like, the Death Watch, the purists of the Mandalorian. You don't take off your helmet. Your weapon is your religion. And the new Mandalorians with Bo-Katan and, like, you know, I don't know. But Bo-Katan is kind of becoming like a mad queen. You know what I mean? Type of thing. She's been very, like, power hungry throughout these episodes. So she might be turning, and the tides might be turning. So there's a lot going on there that I think we'll see play out in season 3.
Right.
So
interesting stuff, man.
Yeah, so they have this whole talk with Moff Gideon, and the Dark Troopers come back on the radar. They see like 20 bogeys coming in on the radar, and they lock down the doors. The Dark Troopers kind of stage out throughout the whole ship, and about 10 of them come up to the blast doors, and 2 of them just like Rock'em Sock'em Robot the door.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. That's a good description.
That's what they were doing. They're just like actuator arms. But they were just like, I was like, I don't know how. I was in that moment where it's just like, how are they going to do this?
Right.
And lo and behold.
They were building it up for a long time. So it was like, okay, someone's going to come up with a plan or something to get out of there or something. But nope.
But they didn't have to.
Because an X-Wing came by.
The X-Wing.
Can I tell you? Oh man, okay.
Yeah.
I was when they revealed who it was. Even though it was tight. Even though I was excited, it's kind of disappointed. When
what?
I was kind of because okay. So it was. Am I saying it? So it turns out that there's Jedi in there. Comes out. Starts ripping these dark sabers apart, and I was like, before it happened, because even when Carl was like, "Oh yeah, we're saved. It's only one," so I was like, "It's gonna be a Jedi." And then Grogu's ears perked up. I was like, "It is." I was like, "Please tell me it is. Please say if this is her, this is gonna be an 11."
Oh, you thought it was Ahsoka.
Then I was like, when we saw him on the surveillance, and I was like, "It's only one saber."
Well, okay, so I saw that. I was looking for two sabers. I really was. I was not at all thinking it was who it was going to be.
Right.
Can we just say it? Because I really want to say it.
Okay, go ahead and say. I thought we were building up to it.
No, let's build up to it. No, I want to build up to it. Let's build up to it. That's much more fun.
Yeah.
So I was looking for two sabers, but they did a really cool thing because we could only. They didn't show us it in real life. They showed us it through the eyes on the surveillance screen. So it was like really crappy, and you could see the focus lines like going up and down on the screen. So I was like, can I not see it?
And more importantly,
is
you
there
couldn't
not
see the
one?
color. There was no color.
It was just white
to the lightsaber. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, cool. And I'm looking for like the dangly things off her whatever, her hair or whatever.
I could tell the way he was holding his saber as he was walking into the room behind him. Because he only holds his saber that way.
Well, no. Yeah, I'm saying like the first instance we get of him was on the CCTV like screen.
Oh yeah.
And so at that moment you're like, okay, who is this? And like it is you can't see color on the saber.
Except first you just see a cloak. You just see somebody walking away from the camera, and it's just a cloak, so you don't know.
The first time I knew it was him, I was freaking out because it was the first time he walks by. He's got it down by his side, and it's green, and I'm like.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, once
man.
I seen the green, I was like, is this going to be...
Yeah, and then what he did is they had a glove on one hand and an open, clear hand when he force pushed the box into one of them. And I was just like...
I didn't notice that.
I was just, oh my God! I was freaking out. We're like, guys, I want to just... Let's step back for a second. I was on, vacation with my wife for our anniversary, and I was like watching this it was the night before our anniversary, but I'm like watching this like, oh my gosh, she's like, babe, shut up. I'm just like, no, you have no idea, so he force pushes it, and you still don't still don't see his face, but like that was I was like, they did it. I can't believe they did it, but they did it. And so Then they walk in. Oh my gosh! When he did the force crunch,
yeah, that was tight.
So, let's say it now, ladies and gentlemen.
He pulled back his cloak.
And Luke Skywalker, the man, the myth, the legend,
came in
to save everybody. They brought Luke Skywalker into the Mandalorian.
Yep.
And that's where Mick was talking about.
And Mick was
facial,
disappointed.
That whack-ass face swap.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't
bad.
Go look at it again.
I have it up. I'm going to play it.
Because you're looking at your phone.
No, it's not that bad. It's really not.
Yeah, it is. The animation of it. Okay? Not the picture. The picture's crisp. But once he starts talking... It looks like he's talking.
Yeah, when he started talking, yeah.
Yes.
I was surprised that they hung on him for so long. I thought they were going to do like the stunt double from behind him talking, so they can kind of hide the facial thing effects for a while. But they didn't do that. They were like, we feel confident about our facial replacement here. Let me just give you a whole bunch of it. So I was like, ooh, you guys are bold. But yeah.
No, I enjoyed it. I didn't. At no point. I mean, I knew it was like CGI.
Yeah.
But I never felt like taken away from it. So go ahead.
This raises tons and tons of questions for me. Now, was Ben Solo his first apprentice? Or was Grogu his first apprentice? And which one is he talking about?
No, I'm so glad you're talking. I'm so glad you're talking about this.
You know what I mean? The one, his failed apprentice.
So,
is it actually Ben Solo, or is it Grogu he's talking about? And they always talk about Grogu. They talk about Grogu has a lot of fear in him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting. So here's what I think this is going to do. I think that this series is going to take us up to that point. in the second one. The is that the one where they reveal that Luke tried to kill Ben in his sleep? Is that number 2 of the second of the last trilogy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the series is going to take us up to that. I think that's where the Mandalorian is going to take us to. But it's hard to say. We're going to find out, but we don't know because it's unwritten. Like, this is brand new territory. There's no lore on this, right?
Well, we know Ben Solo though went.
But we know we do.
We know he failed. So I mean that's.
But we don't. All we know is that he sensed darkness in him, and in a moment of pure not thinking and emotion, Luke raised his lightsaber to strike down Ben Solo in his sleep, and that's the story we have, right? And Ben went crazy and burned down the temple, right? He knocked him out. That's
according to him.
Yeah. Yeah. So, we don't know what is going to happen. We know now though that Grogu is going to train at the same temple that Ben Solo trained at. But you got to remember the events that take place in the new trilogy happen 30 years after The Last Jedi. We're 5 years after The Last Jedi right now in The Mandalorian. So that's 25 years that we have to wait to see what happens. So I don't know. The answers I don't know. But this is great that you're thinking about it because this is what the series is going to lead through a little bit.
Right.
So
it's crazy.
It's really they're tying it in really well. That's what they're doing. They're doing a great job at tying it in. Yeah.
That's a great question though. That's a great synopsis. That's a good way to bring it together though, for sure.
Yeah. So, but the CG is. I like the CG. I like the moment. It was really a tender moment. Oh, that's the other big one.
R2-D2 in there.
Brought R2-D2 in. And so, did you see the way R2-D2's he does his thing and jiggles to the side, left and right?
Yeah.
So I think that Grogu and R2 actually know each other.
Yeah, they're talking. They're having a good.
Because Grogu was alive when the Clone Wars happened, and R2 was a part of that. So. I think that's cool. I think that's there's a little connection there. Grogu felt safe, and Grogu got to see Din Djarin's face this time. Everybody did. That's so sweet. Got a little tear in my eye. No, that was really cool. I was really glad he took the helmet off, and I'm glad we didn't get a reaction. We didn't get a reaction from everybody behind him. It didn't. They didn't. They weren't like, "What? What are you doing?" So I was super satisfied with that episode and that as a finale for the season. And
why should they though? Because Bo-Katan and her partner, they take their helmets and stuff off all the things.
No, but none of them have seen his face. Cara Dune. This is the first time Cara Dune will see his face.
Oh yeah.
In how many? In let's say a year or two of them. Well, what's the time frame that they've been together?
I don't know.
A year?
I don't know how much time has spanned between the seasons. I don't know.
That's a good question. Anyway,
because after her to change a whole planet around, right? So it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I think it's big. I think it's big news that he took his helmet off, and the Bo-Katan and the other one, they know that he doesn't take his helmet off.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm sure we'll get. I hope at the beginning of season 3 we get a moment where it picks up and they're like, what the heck? What is that? What are you doing? What happened to your creed?
Yeah.
So the episode wraps up, and it's a really good episode. It was a really good episode, but it doesn't end there. Did you watch the end credits? Did anybody see the end credits?
No.
That's going after the Hutt cartel, bro.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, what?
Wait, Jason. Are you being serious right now?
End credits, no, for sure.
You didn't see it?
Oh my gosh, Jason!
Can you play it? Can you play it?
I can't. I mean, I can try. Let me get to where I need to be. If this will work, I can't believe you right now, Jason.
I didn't know it was an Avengers thing.
Go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. Just go watch it.
Oh man,
MCU. I don't know.
Boba Fett. It's the book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
he's gonna hunt the the Hutt cartels.
What?
Yeah, it takes us into.
How did they? I want to see it. How did they do that? How did they set that up?
They did it really good.
I'm hella excited for that.
I know that's gonna be sweet.
I like
Does
that.
Does he have a series?
Why is this not showing on here?
Is he getting a series? I
don't know if I can bring it up because I have it on stream, but it's not showing it, and I think it's because it's like they're not letting me stream it because I'm streaming it straight from Disney Plus.
Yep, you can't stream it.
Yeah.
Anyways, go look it up. It's after the credits, and it's hella dope.
Yeah, it's like the best. It's the best thing ever. So basically, what we get is Boba Fett. They come down to Jabba the Hutt's castle, and they walk down the stairs, and Finnick shoots everybody in the room, and then Boba comes down. And do you remember Jabba's helper? He's like the white guy. He had like the hair that came around his like neck. He has like a tail that like goes from the top of his head and it comes around his neck.
I think vaguely.
He's in the seat. He's in Jabba's seat. And he's like speaking in Huttese and all this stuff. And yeah. And so he shoots that guy, knocks him off the chair, and he sets his gun down on the throne and sits down.
Huh.
Yeah,
and the music plays,
cocktails, bro.
and then it cuts out, and it says the book of Boba Fett coming December 2021.
I can't believe I missed that. I feel
No, it's okay. I ended the episode, and usually the credits are really short. Like usually, like my bar is at the very end, but it still had like 10 minutes left, and I was like, "Whoa, there's something going on." So I fast forward, I scrubbed through, and I was like, "There's an end credits scene. No way." But don't feel bad, Jason. A lot of people miss the end credits.
Yeah, well, doggone it.
I
would have liked to have seen that.
I know. I'm so glad I didn't miss it.
I never thought to freaking.
Yeah, no, they got us.
Watch the credits all the way through.
Yeah,
they got us. Okay, so let's wrap this up and give our episode a score. Jason, you want to go first?
I sure will go first. Like I said, I almost gave this bad boy an 11. I almost had to get that bad boy 11. Two of them in the same show at the same time would have been 11.
I know.
But it was still tight, man. I don't know if I can find anything wrong with this episode. They did a lot of stuff good. The fights were good. The whole little backstory on the scepter and how if you use it, you can't give it away. And he even tried to say, "I yield and give." That was tight. I like that story. I like everything. I like when the Dark Troopers came. I like that he struggled against them. That they were those bad mother freakers. I can't find nothing wrong with this episode, man. They ended it right. I'm gonna have to get this bad boy a 10.
10 from Jason. We got a 10.
Can I have a question real quick?
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Question about it. How is it his if Moff Gideon didn't die?
Because he beat him in combat.
To the death, though.
Is it to the death?
Yeah, you can't just yield, right?
No, but
that's all the problem then, because all she got to do is then be the one to kill
Moff Gideon. She can take it. But I think that he said it was trial by combat. See, this is where I have to look into it. I have to look into the lore. We should all.
So then they just trial by combat. Just don't kill him.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Right? Yeah, that's true.
I found a slip up. Mm-hmm.
No. Because he's.
Jason.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe.
Yeah, 9 now.
Jason's like, all right, that's it. 9. No, I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
No, I give it a 10. A 10.
Okay. And I also give it a 10. 10s across the board.
10s across the board.
It was so good.
Why couldn't it be Ahsoka, man?
No.
Because she's got her series coming too. Why can't they set her series?
They'll tie her back in.
No.
They'll tie her in when Thrawn comes into the picture. That's when they'll tie her in. Yeah. They had to get Grogu out of the way.
Right.
So he could progress with the story, and then Thrawn is going to come in, and it's going to get taken care of. That's when Ahsoka will make her appearance. Guys, I'm actually reading.
She would have came in like this though. That would have been.
I'm reading right now the trilogy, the Thrawn trilogy. It's so good.
Yeah.
Thrawn is
reading. Is that on Audible?
Thrawn's Audible? It is on Audible. I am on Audible. Hey, would you like a free book? Go to audibletrial.com/Geek Retreat. I think that link still works.
Try it. Let us know.
Try it. Let us know. Yeah. Sign up and get yourself a free 30-day trial.
There you go.
And go listen to the Thrawn. So the only difference between the Thrawn series is like right now, Leia is pregnant with twins. See, this is where they diverted from everything. Luke is out gallivanting and being a Jedi. Leia is pregnant with twins. And there's another dark Jedi. That's his name is. He's got a Sabioth.
Oh, you're a dark Jedi.
And because he's not Sith, but he's kind of in the same shoes that like Ahsoka is, where he's like not a Jedi but has like powers, but he's very rogue
Jedi.
But he's working for Thrawn right now, and the promise is that if he helps Thrawn defeat the rebels, then Thrawn will give the twins, the Force twins, to Sabioth. And so there's this whole thing going on with them. But like Leia is a Jedi. She's like training to be a Jedi right now and all that. So it's really cool. It's different, but it's really cool. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Guys, Mandalorian, we're done for the season. Jason is excited because this week is the drop of Wonder Woman.
I totally butchered that thing, but anyway.
Was that supposed to be the theme song?
That was supposed to be the theme.
I'm gonna
sound like it.
It sounds like a horror movie.
Do you know what I'm gonna do, Jason? When I have the time, I'm gonna clip that audio and overlay it.
Yeah, do that. Make it, yeah. There you go.
I will.
Do that.
I will.
Yes, guys. You guys. I need you guys. Well, first of all, we got to see if a theater is going to open up. Probably not.
I need you too.
I'm going to say no. The drive-ins. Well, let's go see it at the drive-ins.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm down. COVID.
I don't know. I don't want to. Yeah, I want to give them money, but I don't know if I want to see that kind of movie on a drive-in screen.
I know. It's not as fun as it's cracked up to be.
But anyway, but yeah.
Fried chicken. That's my
beer and fried chicken. I love that.
Yeah, I go get a bucket of fried chicken and a 12-pack and sit in the back and get fucked.
Oh, there you go.
Eat some fried chicken.
There you go.
Yeah, my wife take me home.
My wife take me home. Take me home or lose me forever. What's that from?
Time to go home.
I don't know.
It's actually take me to bed and lose me forever. It's from Top Gun.
Take me home.
Are we ever gonna get that movie? I wanted to. First off, before we move on, I want to get to some 2021 predictions for movies and games to like wrap up this episode. But I want to get into a game that just recently dropped that was super hyped up, and it got delayed, and then it got rushed out because everybody cried like whiny babies. And guess what, folks?
Everybody's getting refunds.
It sucks.
What did I say?
That's a Mick said it.
Cyberdump 2020
You can't hype games up like that, bro. And that's another thing. You can't make a game for previous gens and the new gen. Because for it to be able to be played on the previous gen, you have to dumb down the game. It takes away from the cinematics. It takes away from the gameplay. There's glitches. There's a whole bunch of stuff because the previous gen can't run it. It don't got the capability. So it takes away from the thing. And I think that's what happened here, right? A lot of people got it on the PlayStation 4 and saw this is a piece of crap.
Yeah.
No, the game was meant for PlayStation 5. Go get a PlayStation 5 and play it on the PlayStation 5. But I still think it was their fault because they hyped it way too much.
Well, I even heard still that on the PlayStation 5, because didn't we talk about that? Like the PlayStation 5 for some reason had, Steven, you were talking about that. They had a cinema mode or something like that, and then they had another mode that was like a lower quality. And we were like, why would you have a...
That's Demon Soul.
No, that's the PlayStation 5.
The console, right?
That's the console. Yeah, you can run it in a higher. You could run it up to 120 frames per second.
Oh, I thought it was just that game.
No, it's the whole console.
Wait, so I heard though that Cyberpunk
I'm confused.
I think it's a system because I heard that on the Cyberpunk for the PlayStation 5, if you use it in the lower grade or whatever, it worked okay. But if you try to use it at the better processing or whatever, then that's when it sucks. If you try to use the max capability on the PlayStation 5, it's trash. It was trash. It didn't work for it. It was glitchy. So you actually had to dumb it down to be able to play it.
Really?
Yeah.
So you'd think it'd run faster, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So let me say,
maybe it's so clear you could see the mistakes.
Yeah, man, that's probably what's happening.
Yeah. No blur.
Yeah,
effect.
I read that somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. So I just want to say, so right now the game is good on high-end PCs and next-gen consoles. That's what it's been good on. But majority of people don't have them. They can't get their hands on that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, it's sold out.
They're sold out, and nobody has $5,000 to throw at a PC to play a game. On Metacritic, Cyberpunk 2077 has a Metascore of 55 and a user score of 3.3 out of 10. And everybody is recommending to not play on PS4 and Xbox One, the current gen consoles, because it was rushed. The devs did come out and say, we are sorry. We wanted this game to be great, but we purposely put our manpower towards next gen consoles and high-end PCs. And it's sad. It's sad.
That ain't the way. You gotta if you're gonna put it out on all consoles, man, you gotta make it work good on all consoles.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can't cater.
I feel like I saw that same issue with Assassin's Creed, the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw a lot of glitches and stuff like that, and I think that was just they had to dumb it down. You know what I mean? The capabilities. That game is so massive.
Yeah.
And I think it was just a little bit too powerful for the PlayStation 4 to run.
Yeah.
So,
my brother-in-law put out a thing, and it's so true, and I wanted to read it. It says, hey, Cyberpunk 2077 toxic fans, remember when CD Projekt Red delayed the release to be able to polish the game and make sure compatibility was optimized? Remember how you responded to the delay like spoiled children and sent the developers death threats on social media? And now you're mad at the lack of polish and compatibility optimization. You did this to you. Maybe a bit more time would have helped.
Yep.
And I think this has happened so many times where we get a game that gets delayed and everybody gets pissed off about it.
Yep.
And we live in a world where everybody wants everything now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, give me instant gratification.
Right.
And this is what happens.
Well, that's also a product of super hyping the game before even being close to being done.
Yeah.
Don't hype it for 4 years and then all of a sudden it comes out and then you're not surprised. You're expecting it to be this miraculous game, right?
Yep.
Like God of War. You only knew about it for like maybe 2 years, and they didn't even show gameplay until the year before it came out.
Right.
They just show, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I think marketing wise, they went too hard in the paint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, they got what hurt them. I honestly think what hurt them was Keanu Reeves. Honestly, I know he's like a super high profile celebrity, and the internet loves him, and the world loves him. But like, you put a guy like that in a movie, and then everybody or in a video game, and that was like the kick start to the hype train.
Right.
I felt like.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, Keanu's in this. You know what I mean? It's like, okay.
See, they could have put Keanu Reeves in there if they wouldn't have blown it up. Like, he's in there. Look, he's in there.
Yeah.
If people started playing and realized he was in the game, that's free marketing right there.
Yep.
Because people will see the game. They didn't announce he was going to be in the game, and he's in the game. Oh, Keanu Reeves in this game. Did you know that? Oh,
yeah.
I'll go pick it up. Check it out. You know what I mean?
Like,
you still have to have as a developer, as a creator, you got to have integrity. So you can't, if you know something's up with don't put it out there. Don't just cater to one system. You got to make sure you're polished all the way through.
Well, we are.
Yeah, we are in the age of crybaby. So what? Let them cry. People, no matter what you do, they're gonna cry about it. If you put it out there and it sucks, they're gonna cry. If you put it out there, if you don't put it out there and you polish it, they're gonna cry about it. But you gotta at least know that you are standing by your product. That you can stand by your product. You can't just release anything. So if because what they could have, this is what they could have did. They could have did this. It would have solved a lot of problems. They know it's not ready. They don't release the full game yet. They put out a beta. Look, hey, qualify for the beta. You can play this for a while and play it like this. And instead of that, then you have an excuse. You put the little beta disclaimer that they always put on there. Hey, this game is in early development. It's going to have some glitches, blah, blah, blah. And then you can find out from the people your glitches because they're going to be more thorough than people that you got doing it just, oh, yeah, really quick. Oh, because they got so many games they got to probably test. They just trying to fly through these things. I don't know what the reason is, but you can either put out a teaser or what am I?
A beta.
A beta, a demo,
the best way to go.
or a demo, yeah,
or something like that, so that way you can get it out there so that people can play it, but you know it's not ready, so you don't put the full product out there yet. Then it would have gave you more time.
I really like that idea. I like the idea of a beta. I think that would solve a lot of issues. Yeah,
that sold a lot of games. Like SOCOM, that was a big hit when SOCOM came out. The online SOCOM, the betas came out.
That's how all the Call of Duties have been, and they've been great from the past couple years.
I think the beta is probably the best way.
Jason, you should be one of the developers. But
hit me up, man.
But to get to the point, like I think though that they were getting death threats and they were finally like, whatever, give it to them. Like they want to cry about it. Like that's how I would have been. You know what I mean? Like,
but now you lost some money because now people are getting refunds and they're taking the game back.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, did you really win? Did you really show it to them? Did you really stick it to them?
No.
But I was gonna say we are in the age of unfinished games, right?
Yeah. So we have.
We got. What games are there?
Arc. Arc is still in
Arc pre-alpha.
Yeah, pre-alpha.
And people are dropping $30 to play that game.
Yeah.
$40, $20. You know what I mean? It's not even. I mean, it's cool because you play a game that's in development, right?
Right.
And they'll always be in development. It'll never be a real game because they put it out. So, you know what I mean? But it's cool to kind of grow with the game because, they did this update. Now you got all this stuff or these dinos or this gun or this. Look, the whole island's changed. It's a different color. That's crazy. They optimize, it's a completely evolutionizing kind of thing. But I feel that's been given the excuse to AAA games to be able to put out
unfinished games.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because these other games are being popular, not even finished.
Yeah.
But
no. Well, hopefully we get some better AAA titles next year. We just got gypped of AAA titles.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's look on to next year. What do you guys think about that?
Let's try it.
Let me.
2020 was bad. Wait till it turns 21.
I know, no kidding. So I wanted just to look. We kind of have like games announced through May, a big March, and a big February. Excuse me. Sorry.
I want Elder Scrolls. Where's my damn Elder Scrolls?
Hey man, they're trying to polish it up.
So PC games, I'll kind of stay.
Hey,
let them work their thing.
Yeah, I know. That inner beast is coming out of me. I know. I understand. People. I wanted to take time because Skyrim, dude, that is still playable today.
Yeah,
and when that come
totally.
out, like 2008 or something.
Yes.
Way back.
Yes.
And I still play that game today. So take your time, Bethesda, because you've been screwing up lately.
So get it right. Okay, so I'm going to leave nobody cares about Cobra Kai, the Karate Kid saga continues coming out for PC, do they?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to leave games like that out, okay? We got okay, so hold on. I said I was going to leave these out. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game.
That might be cool.
Coming out in January.
Not my kind of game.
Yeah.
Are they gonna? It depends, because are they gonna try to bring it back the nostalgia of the actual game that was before, or are they gonna try to make it like the movie?
I don't know. They might try to. I don't know. I I guess we gotta wait.
We gotta wait and see. If they try to make it like the movie, I don't know. The movie's its own glory. Keep that its own thing. Don't try to touch that.
I like that movie. I like parts. I like parts of it. It's just kind of all over.
I never saw that.
I like it.
I never saw that movie. I need to watch that movie.
I'm all twitching, watching it.
What is going on?
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah.
Okay, so we got January.
Take a break.
We got
sweating over here.
We got Hitman 3 coming out for everything.
Hitman's great. I hate the way the path they've gone though.
Oh yeah.
Separating like mission 1, section 2. You know what I mean? They do scenarios or whatever. It's like there's always been scenario basis, but there's always created like the older versions. There's a map, right? And there's a building, and you could attack it from different ways, right. Or you could get this car or talk to this person.
Yeah.
It's like a scoring system. So there's not many options. There's like the one way you could do it, that's the true way, and then there's like 2 other options.
They made it like arcade.
It made it really linear, and it's not as free as the other ones were. But anyway,
that's kind of okay. Yeah, it takes away from it.
Yeah,
it does. You're a hitman, man.
Yeah,
go crazy.
I remember you're like
improvise.
You're sitting there watching, and you can see, oh, dude, right now there's going to be a grocery driver coming by, and you go knock that dude out, get his clothes. It doesn't tell you to do these.
Yeah. You have the ability to do it. Yeah.
Drag him in the back and grab a box of groceries and just walk straight into the cartel's villa.
Yeah,
that's what made it tight.
Crazy. That's
what made it tight.
Yeah. Cool. So we got Hitman 3, Ride 4.
Don't know what that is.
Yeah, Cyber Shadow. That one's coming out on everything January 26th. And that's about it. Let's see what this Cyber Shadow is. Yeah, it looks like a
big franchise.
Oh no, Cyber Shadow is like a side scroller platformer. Nothing, no big franchises. Outriders is coming in February, on to February. That's that one, Mick, I think that you wanted to play is like the party of 3.
Yeah.
I think this is
Outlanders or something. Or no, that's not Outlanders.
Oh, this is called Outriders. Maybe you might be right.
I can't remember where.
No, it is Outriders. It is Outriders. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait. I want to play that one.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a cool one for us to get together and play on.
Yeah, it's published by Square Enix, and the developers People Can Fly. So, I don't know. It's a shooter.
We'll see. I'll give them a chance.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool.
It looked very Destiny. Let's see. A lot of Neo 2 stuff coming out in. I don't know about Neo. I don't know what Neo is. I know it's a Japanese.
Oh.
No, NIOH.
Oh, talking about Japanese, real quick. I don't know if it's a Korean game or if it's a Japanese game, but anyways, cultural, whatever.
Yeah, you
Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah, Monster Hunter's huge.
They're coming out with a Monster Hunter movie.
Oh, the movie, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw the trailer. Yeah, the movie looks good.
It's the model chick off of Resident Evil. She's the one that's.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, okay, I saw.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I saw that.
I have the game for PlayStation. Yeah. It's just such an in-depth game. It's so hard, dude. It's fun, but like you got to really love grinding stuff. If you want to play, a game like Monster Hunter, but you want to play an easier game, Epic Games released a game called Dauntless.
It's the same game.
It's the same exact game, but it's easier, and the graphics are different. But it's exactly what Monster Hunter World is. Super Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury is coming out on the Switch. Cool. So we got a new Super Mario's game. I love Super Mario. Like we get all the games over here, but my kids play it too. So
got all the games. All the games.
Whoa. So into March we're getting Harvest Moon, One World, that's on the Switch. Yakuza, Like a Dragon.
Yakuza sucks.
Yeah.
Is it bad?
Yes. I never really had any fun with Yakuza.
Okay. Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time remake.
What?
Yeah.
I'm all over that. Like,
that's coming out March 18th.
That was my game.
March 18th.
That was my game.
Remake.
That's good.
No refurb.
Yeah,
I'll
remake.
take it. I'll take it. They've been remaking a lot of stuff. I still want to do a Final Fantasy 7. I'm okay with remakes.
Dude, I tried to play the. They have it on
upgraded graphics.
They have Final Fantasy 7 on the Game Pass. I tried to play it. I could not get past the graphics, man. It's hard to play some of those old games with the current days, like knowing what game. Oh yeah, it was hard. I was just like, I can't get into this.
So wait, did you play Final Fantasy the original one?
Yeah, with Cloud.
So and it throws you off with having the graphics the way it is.
Well, the old the super polygon graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't get into the game.
With the pixels?
Yeah.
Wait, you're playing the original one or you're playing the remake? Which one's on Game Pass?
I think it's like a port of the original.
It's a refurbished one.
It's a refurbished one? Yeah, maybe like a remake of one? I don't know.
I think it's a remake of it. It's better graphics. What is it called when they remake?
You should very clearly know whether it's the original or the remake.
It's not the original. I'm pretty sure it ain't.
What's the original?
I have to look it up. The original is like pixelated. The original is on PlayStation.
It's like you said, polygon. It's like
it's like the original. Yeah, that's what it is. Like I climbed up a ladder, and it was a picture of a ladder, and my guy just ran up the wall.
Well, that doesn't.
And it was just
like
I don't know. It was.
It's a
Is it 7 though, or which one are you playing?
It was 7.
It was 7.
It was 7.
7 doesn't do that, but okay.
Yeah, I'm in the whatever. I'm in some dam thing, and I don't know what it was. I'm in some weird thing, and I had to go down into an infirmary where there was I don't remember what happened. We'll talk about that later. Whatever. I couldn't get. That's how much I couldn't get into it. Okay. So that's about it for Terminator Resistance is coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, and Monster Hunter Rise is coming out on the Switch. It Takes Two. That might be like a 2-player story game. I don't know.
Was that gonna be like Army of Two?
Army of Two is awesome. It's on Game Pass.
I'm getting sick and tired. Are you sponsored? Are you getting sponsored by Game Pass?
That's what I'm hoping one day, dude. I hope so.
You mentioned that
Army of Two is awesome, dude. You remember the back-to-back combat you could do?
Yeah, that was tight.
Yeah.
Woo, so good. That was revolutionary.
I liked it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's March. April, we're getting.
That's how you do a co-op game, man.
Yeah, Humankind and Near Replicant version 1.22474487139.
Oh.
I don't know if that's an update to a game that's currently out or not. That's the title, though. Yeah, Near Replicant. Okay, cool. Humankind, I don't know what that is. And in May, we're getting Deathloop. Deathloop we were shown that on the PlayStation's games thing.
That
event.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one where they kind of the animation is very colored, stenciled. It was all orange and yellow and white. That was orange and blacks. And it says it's bringing time bending action to PS5 and PC. That's all I know of it. So it's it's a death loop. It sounds like time travel, that kind of stuff. Right. And then there's a whole bunch of to be announced, which we won't get into. So that's what we have to look forward to for games beginning of the year. So still nothing is pretty much the big surprise. So
I'm excited about Prince of Persia. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah, Prince of Persia might be tight.
All right, I can get on Prince of Persia.
Cause then it'd be tight if they continue that. If they do what was it? The 2 Warriors came after that. Wait, there was 3 of them, right? Sands of Time.
Just bring
Warrior
them all
Within,
out. Yeah.
and then they bring them all out, dude. Oh man,
It's this thing right now, man. They're making a whole bunch of stuff right now.
Yeah. Okay, I want to move to
Combat
movies.
System in Prince of Persia was sweet.
I want to move to movies. And I'll go quickly through these because we're super long on time. Okay, so we got Mortal Kombat, a movie called Nobody, A bystander who intervenes to help a woman being harassed by a group of men becomes a target of a vengeful drug lord. Dune, Outside the Wire, Mission Impossible.
Have you ever finished a Dune book?
I haven't yet. I need to. It turned a page, like it really, the beginning of it's super slow, but it turned a corner and I just never got back into it. So, I need to get back into it.
Do they got their cast out for Mortal Kombat? Have they released their cast?
I can check. I'm sure it's in post-production, so I'm sure they have. Oh, right here it just says stars Jessica McNeamy.
What is it called? Just Mortal Kombat?
It's just called Mortal Kombat.
I'll look it up.
I'll put a link for it in the chat.
Yeah, because I haven't heard anything about their casting, as a matter of fact.
There's your IMDb link for Mortal Kombat. So you can go check it out. Let's see. Dune, Outside the Wire, Mission Impossible 7. The one that he ranted on again?
Did
he rant on it? I heard about it. About the mask. Yeah. Was it the mask rant?
Yeah, the mask.
Yeah. He's in it. An untitled Spider-Man sequel. This is the one that we're going to bring everything together, I think. Right. It's starring Tom Holland and Benedict Cumberbatch, so they may have a Doctor Strange little cameo in there. Coming to America 2. Mick, I thought you'd like that one.
Oh, Coming to America?
Yeah, Coming to America.
Is it going to have Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy. Arsenio Hall. Jermaine Fowler and Leslie Jones.
I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, I know. The Suicide Squad. That's the Margot Robbie, Taika Waititi.
I don't know if I'm excited about
Sylvester Stallone and Viola Davis. The Matrix 4.
Oh, yes. Yep. Yes, gimme.
Yep.
Gimme.
I need to
with the story, but
I need to rewatch the trilogy just to kind of get back into it. It's been very long since I've seen it. Boss Level. A retired Special Forces officer is trapped in a never-ending time loop on the day of his death. No Time to Die. Palmer. Wrong Turn. That's a horror movie. Top Gun. Maverick.
Yes, please.
Please let us have that one. Black Widow. Yes, please. The West Side Story. Gorilla vs. Kong. The Eternals. Excited for that one. Many Saints of Newark. Free Guy.
Gorilla vs. Kong?
Yeah, Gorilla vs. Kong.
Godzilla.
I'm sorry. I'm very... Okay. Now that you said it, I realize how dumb that sounded. Kong vs. Kong is basically what I wrote. Godzilla vs. Kong. Yes, that's right.
There we go.
Free Guy. Oh, Free Guy. I want to see this one. Taika Waititi, Ryan Reynolds. He's like the NPC discovers he's in a game. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, wouldn't be bad.
Spiral. It's a crime horror mystery. Chaos Walking. It's an adventure movie. Resident Evil.
Another one?
Yeah. The plot is being kept under wraps. A reboot of the Resident Evil films. So it's a reboot.
Okay. All right.
Death on the Nile is a crime drama mystery.
Ooh, yeah.
The Marksman is an action thriller starring Liam Neeson, Juan Pablo Raba. F9. Oh my gosh. It's a Fast and the Furious movie. It's called F9. Nobody wants to see that. Vin Diesel, Charlize Theron.
Ooh,
yeah, I didn't know Charlize was in it.
But she was the last one, right?
Was she?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe. The Last Night in Soho. Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
Yes. Wait, when is that?
It doesn't say when. It's in post-production.
Was there a month?
2021. No. There's no month. Just 2021.
Oh, okay.
Uncharted. We got our Uncharted movie.
Tom Holland.
Yeah, Tom Holland. The Kingsman. My wife loves this.
I love Kingsman too.
Oh yeah, it's part of the Kingsman agency. So that'd be cool. Morbius.
Morbius, yeah.
Yeah, so we're getting
part of the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah.
Jared Leto.
Wait, Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking of Matrix.
Oh, Morpheus.
Morpheus. Yeah. The French Dispatch, Raya and the Last Dragon. That's a new Pixar movie.
Good. I want to see that.
Yeah. Cinderella, a modern version of the musical. Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings. So that's a new Marvel movie coming out. Cherry, Ghostbusters Afterlife.
No, thank you.
Is that the one with the kids?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Just trying to. I don't know. Just.
Yeah, we'll move on. The Mauritanian. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
It's a thriller. It takes place in Guantanamo Bay. Space Jam: A New Legacy with LeBron James.
Oh boy.
Tom and Jerry. We got a new Tom and Jerry movie coming out. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. That's a comedy. Encanto is an animation film. Red Notice. Wrath of Man. Man from Toronto. We have a Pokemon. Pinocchio. I can't say words.
That was hard for you.
Yeah.
Bro.
We got a Pinocchio remake. A thriller called The Little Things. A Cruella remake.
I heard about that.
And The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, and Halloween Kills. So, if all things go right, we should have some pretty good movies coming out this year.
Yeah, and some of those are going straight to streaming.
Are they?
It's got everybody all pissed off. Yeah,
All right.
Godzilla and whatever the WB ones are, whatever Warner Brothers ones are, they're going straight to HBO Max.
All
You
right.
talked about that already. You talked about that in the last one.
Yeah, I did. Didn't I? My mind is a blur right now. So, cool. I'm excited for the next year.
Suicide Squad is going straight to streaming. I'm glad that's going.
Thank
straight
God.
To streaming. I definitely don't want to spend no money on that.
Yeah,
I'll
don't.
tell you that much
Well,
right
you're technically spending money on it, Jason.
now. Well, no, I'm spending money on this other stuff that I can get out
You're
of the
just
service.
telling
so I can
yourself,
get the
like, no,
Snyder
I'm not
cut.
spending my money on that.
That just
Yeah,
comes
exactly.
with it.
Yeah,
it
it's
just comes
just
with
like
it, yeah.
it's a free perk that I get for
Right.
I got
having
Disney
it.
Plus for Mandalorian, so I also get to watch
The benefits
Mickey
of it,
Mouse Playhouse for my son.
right? Yeah, there you go.
You watch it for yourself. I watch Phineas and Ferb
I
because
do.
that show's
I like
amazing.
I
Go
used to
watch-
watch Phineas and
Go
Ferb.
watch Phineas and Ferb. My kids, we put it on for our kids.
I still sing that song.
Squirrels on my pants. Anyway, all right, we're getting delirious here, so we're gonna wrap it up. You guys, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and let us know what you thought about the Mando. Let us know if you're playing Cyberpunk and how that's going for you. And do you have any predictions for 2021? Hopefully, I'm predicting no COVID. But
Good luck.
that's a big prediction. So
That's a false prediction.
that's a
Nope.
false.
It's gonna
It's
be
here
lower.
until we die.
I
That's
know.
what they
Yeah.
say.
It's gonna be-
That's what I hear.
It's going to be, we're going to strike January 1st, but it's going to say December 32nd, 2020. The world's just going to keep going on into 2020.
Hey, but guys,
Oh, man,
I got
we're
a few
in the same
announcements.
chat room. We got to wear masks.
Yeah.
I got a few announcements.
Oh.
First of all, to you people watching, go out there, hashtag we love Cardoon.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so that's first on the docket. And then two, go out there and see Wonder Woman however you can, whenever you can, immediately, preferably. But it's coming out on Friday. The 25th on
Friday.
Christmas. So have yourself a great Christmas. Open your gifts with your family. Sit down and watch a nice little movie with heart and soul.
I like it.
Also, on that note, I want to say this as well. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
All right, we're going
Merry
to
Christmas.
Jason's going to sing us out.
Happy holiday. Merry
Is that in sync?
Christmas.
No,
Oh,
it's Chris Tucker.
Yes, it is.
that's in sync.
It is.
It's Chris Tucker. Oh, my gosh.
Happy
You got that one.
holiday.
Nicely done. We're going to get copyright
Happy
strike
holidays,
now.
everybody.
Yeah. I'm Steven. That's Mick.
The
And
holiday
that's Jason.
episode.
And we will see you guys next week on the Geek Retreat Podcast. Hey, have a Merry Christmas. And don't
Merry
forget
Christmas.
to let your geek out.
Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Jason, you should wear
Happy
do your hair like
holidays.
like on the Fifth Element. Remember? It's saying
You'll never be safe.
Christmas.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. We'll see you guys later. Have a happy holidays, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.